are just about to begin. This is the state semifinal for the junior high girls. It is between the Lady Wildcats and the Fort Wayne Hawks. And the Hawks win the tip. On the floor for the Wildcats, Lauren Wertz, Natalie Tolbert, Lydia Alvey, Kenna Gorley, and Ainsley Wilson. Kenna did a little couple of soccer ball moves there, but the ball still belongs to the Hawks. And Kenna comes up with a steal out of that inbounds play. Lydia trying to get out of the corner, and it is knocked out of bounds by the Hawks. So they were kind of just pressing out of that steal, but not actually pressing on this possession. So Natalie will bring the ball across half court unobstructed to Ainsley, to Lauren, and ahead to Natalie, but picked off by the Hawks. Natalie just not quite far enough in front of her defender to get that pass. Shot up for the Hawks. A weird off-balance look, but the Hawks do get the basket. Lydia gets down the floor, puts the shot up. It's no good, and Ainsley chases the rebound down in the corner. Tries to get that to Natalie. I think that is, okay, that's last touch Hawks. It's out of bounds. It's Wildcats on the sideline. Lydia gets it into Natalie. And now Lydia stops at the free throw line, thought about that shot, gets it back to Ainsley. Over to Natalie. And dropping that down to Lauren. Lauren has to kick it back out, and now Lydia kicks it back out to Natalie. So Wildcats still looking for an opening. Natalie drives, kicks to Lydia. Lydia's shot is blocked and rebounded by the Hawks. Down the floor quickly, Ainsley able to kind of jar that from behind, preventing a transition basket. Shot up from three. That's a long two-pointer. So that is a 4-0 lead by the Hawks early in this game. And Lydia called for a carry, so it's back to the Hawks. Wildcats trying to settle in. Natalie pokes it loose. Gets it to Lydia. She advances back to Natalie. Natalie lays it up and scores. Nice teamwork by the Wildcats. Their first basket cuts that deficit in half. Wildcats employing the full court press, and can they come up with a steal? We'll see. That's hung on to, just barely hung on to by the Hawks, and then Kenna swoops in front. That pass was late for the Hawks, and Kenna was there able to intercept. Natalie with the ball to Lauren. Lauren kicks back out. Wildcats moving the ball around. Lauren gets it into Kenna. Kenna back out to Natalie, and Natalie loses the handle on the ball. Ainsley fighting for it, manages to keep possession. Natalie drives inside, puts up the floater. It just bounces off the rim, knocked out of bounds by Fort Wayne. That is Wildcat ball with a baseline inbounds play coming. Well, she didn't have the ball all the time, so it's okay. We'll let the referees worry about that. Kenna gets it into Ainsley. Ainsley puts the shot up and draws the foul. Let's see if the foul is on the floor or on the shot. And it's 2 free throws coming for Ainsley. First free throw is good. Second one good as well. We are tied at 4 at 2:30 to go in the first quarter. And Wildcats still pressing. Kenna jars that loose. Natalie gets on the floor, forces the jump ball. That is Wildcat ball. Lydia inbounds to Natalie. She comes across half court, drives around to the left side, puts the shot up. It rims out and is rebounded by Fort Wayne. And Wildcats with the full court press. Natalie knocks that out of bounds. Ball in play for Fort Wayne. And Wildcats able to stop the transition. Shot is up. That one is no good and bounced around. That rebound is corralled by Fort Wayne. Shot is up. Foul is on Ainsley. That is her first, and I believe the Wildcats' first team foul. So 2 free throws coming for number 4. First free throw drops in. Second one good as well. Fort Wayne back in front, 6-4. Lydia into Natalie, and a miscommunication there. And Kenna comes up with the rebound. And Hawks steal the outlet. Kenna knocks it away again. Shot up from 3, that is off the mark. Offensive rebound, but then knocked away by Lydia. Ball is on the floor. Hawks pick it up. And over to the left side. Hawks with the ball outside the 3-point line. Shot up. This is a 2-point shot, and it is out of bounds to the Wildcats. 1:04 to play in the first quarter. The Hawks lead the Wildcats 6-4. Less than a minute now. Kenna with the ball. She drives inside. Ball is knocked away, but she recovers, kicks it out to Lydia. Now Natalie with the ball. Lydia outside the 3-point line. Lydia drives in, gets tangled up, ball stolen. Ainsley pokes it loose and able to affect that pass so that Kenna comes up with the steal. Natalie drives, ball tries to get it to Ainsley, ball stolen by the Hawks. We are down to 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot is up for the Hawks, that's no good. Offensive rebound. Now we are at 10 seconds left here in the first. 5, and a travel called on the Hawks. 4.9 seconds to go in the quarter. It's going to be a full court attempt down the floor for the Wildcats in this 5 seconds. Naomi Grimm comes into the game for Kenna Gorley. Ball into Natalie. She gets the ball down to Lauren. Lauren ran out of time. So we are holding at that 6-4 score with the Hawks leading the Wildcats after the first quarter. We are not buying anything until at least halftime. So actually we're not buying anything for a lot longer than that. We are not having any of my snacks until at least halftime. All right, so we are very thankful for our sponsors, Badger Creek Firearms. You can find them in Mooresville, Indiana. Proudly sponsoring the Boom cheer section of the Indy Wildcats. We deal in modern and classic firearms. Let us help you with your gun buying, selling, and repair today. 317-483-3716. Chick-fil-A Greenwood, an original then, an original now. Eat more chicken at our locations on State Road 135 and US 31 South. Use the Chick-fil-A One app to order ahead and earn points while you eat. And Chicago's Pizza. Our story is told in every slice. Visit us at 5920 Stop 11 Road in Indianapolis, at chicagospizza.com, or call 317-881-1515. The JV Lady Wildcats are playing later this evening, and normally I would say, come out, watch this game in person. But today I think I would say, don't do that. And just watch this game from home if you don't need to be here. It took us twice as long to get here as expected, and the two other games that are supposed to be playing at this 5:15 time have not, or 5 o'clock time, have not even started yet. I assume because they are waiting. Blocked by Lauren, and that ball on the baseline recovered by the Hawks. Our shot is up and good. Lydia with the ball, advances to Ainsley. Ainsley on the run down the floor, puts the shot up. She is fouled on the floor before the shot. So yeah, the other two 5 o'clock games have not even tipped off yet because I assume because the players have not arrived. Shot up for Lauren, that one is off the mark, rebounded by Ainsley, out to Lydia. Lydia drives in, puts up the shot, no good, and rebounded by the Hawks. On the run down the floor, shot is up and good. Hawks now leading 10-4. That is tipped, it is still Wildcat ball. Oh, I did not tell you to bring your ball. Ball over to Lydia. Lydia gets across half court, tries to get it to Ainsley, and that's intercepted and stolen by the Hawks. Good hustle by Naomi and Lydia. Lydia does get called for the foul. That is her first, and the team's first in this second quarter. Lydia able to generate that steal. Lauren picked it up. Now Lydia will pull it back. She puts the shot up and hits. Nice job by Lydia and Lauren. Lydia gets the basket. Wildcats now with 6 points. And I think that's a foul on Ainsley. That is her second. And she is going to come out, and her sister, Hannah Wilson, comes in. 4:29 to go in the second. Score is 6-10. Hawks ahead of the Wildcats. And that's a double dribble by the Hawks. Just a mishandled pass, and that bounce the first time counted as that first dribble. Natalie across half court with the ball, and dumping that pass down to Lauren. It goes through her fingers, out of bounds. It's a good idea, and hopefully they can get the execution cleanly next time they attempt it. And that's a travel. Wildcats with another chance to try to erase some of this deficit. And Lauren dumps it down to Naomi. Naomi gets the basket. Nice play by the Wildcats. cut that deficit in half. Score is 10-8. That three-pointer will stretch the Hawks lead back out. Score now 13-8. That was off of the Hawks. Still Wildcat ball on the baseline. Kenna Gorley comes into the game for Hannah. Naomi tries to get it into Lydia. It's knocked out of bounds again by the Hawks. Ball into Lydia. Lydia hustling to get down the floor. She crosses back to the middle over to Natalie. And now Lydia with the ball. We are about halfway through the third quarter. That ball goes into saved by the Hawks, knocked out of almost out of bounds by the Hawks, but then saved back into play by Fort Wayne. Shot is up. I think that was a shot. It was touched by the Hawks before going out of bounds, and it is Wildcat ball. .235 to play in the second. Hawks leading 13-8. Natalie with the ball. Over to Lydia. Lydia comes across half court. And to Lauren. Lauren, the ball is stripped, stolen by the Hawks. Down low, shot is up, no good, rebounded by Lauren. Natalie advances down the floor to Naomi. Naomi corrals it, but her shot is, oh, actually she's fouled as she put up the shot, so she's got free throws coming. Nice play by the Wildcats. First free throw just off the back of the rim. Second one is good. Wildcats now with 9, and 3 of those courtesy of Naomi. Lauren trying to get down the floor, and she forces the travel. Ball in play. Lydia crosses to Natalie. Now back. Little hot potato. Back to Natalie. And she is double teamed. Timeout called by Coach Gorley. With 1:55 to go in the second quarter. Hawks still leading the Wildcats 13-9.
Okay. Hopefully they're not like, wait, what? We're safe. We are.
Except I'm not going to say anything bad about your players. If you want to, that's your job. I'll say things about our players if they do something. Players come back out onto the floor. It's Lydia, Natalie, Lauren, Kenna, and Naomi. Ainsley on the bench with those 2 fouls. And some other great players on the bench as well, just waiting for their opportunity. That ball knocked away on that entry pass. Shot is up. This is a 3-pointer. It's no good. 2-point basket, also no good. Hawks with the offensive rebound again. Kenna knocked it away, was able to get that down. And Natalie steps in front, forces the jump ball. I think that's Hawks ball. Never mind. That is Wildcat ball. Oh yeah, the Hawks had the start of the quarter. Natalie to Lauren. Lauren to Lydia. Lydia will have to bring it back out. It was tipped by a Hawks player. Back over to Lydia. Lydia comes back up top, drives in, puts the shot up, draws the foul. Not sure who that was on. There were several Fort Wayne players in the vicinity. 31, yes. Thank you. So Lydia with 2 free throws coming. 1:02 to go in the first half. First free throw too strong for Lydia. Second one also too strong. And Kenna's going to get called for a foul on the rebound. I think, if I am counting correctly, that is the 3rd team foul on the Wildcats in the quarter. We are under a minute to play in this half. Ball down low. Lydia. Man, that swirled around about 3 times. But Fort Wayne player does get the basket. Score is now 15-9. And that pass is too high for... Oh my goodness, too high for Lauren. But Naomi was back there. And she was in an awkward position, but got the basket. And it's now 15-11. Three-pointer on its way. That one is no good. And offensive rebound. This is a foul on, I believe, on Natalie. We'll see what the referee signals. And yes, that is on Natalie. That's her first. Ainsley coming back into the game for Kenna. Ball in, tipped far back, and that goes, oh, actually doesn't go out of bounds. Ainsley ends up with it. She works her way down the floor. Shot is blocked. We're down to 2 seconds. 1, and that's the end of the quarter. So Wildcats would have loved to get a basket out of that, but they did at least prevent a basket at the Fort Wayne end. And head into halftime down 4. So a little work to do. But definitely right there. Also sponsoring tonight, Penn Station, serving hot grilled subs, fresh cut fries, and fresh squeezed lemonade in-store or to-go. Order online at penn-station.com or in person at Southport Road and Emerson Avenue in Southport. Also, Horizon Logistics. Hit the road with us. We deliver your crops, going the extra mile for plate, community, and world. Find out more at horizonlogistics.com. I just grabbed this because they were like the other games have started now. One is the other 5 o'clock games. One is just about at the end of the first quarter, and the other one is 30 seconds into their game. So starting over a half an hour late because the roads are just so bad. And thankfully, tournament organizers graciously waiting until a sufficient number of players from each team arrived. I felt like we were really late, and then when we walked in, I saw some of our teammates coming in behind us. So everybody having the same struggles on the roads tonight. So if you are coming to the JV game at 8:45, you might want to leave in like a half hour. right, we are ready to start the second half. Wildcats with a 4-point deficit, 15-11 against the Fort Wayne Hawks. This is the state semifinal game. The winner of this one will go on to play in the final tomorrow. The other semifinal is behind us, and the Lions are leading Noble Whitley by 15 in the very beginning of the second quarter. So we'll see what happens in both of those games. On the floor for the Wildcats, basket good for Fort Wayne. Lydia, Ainsley, Natalie, Lauren, and Kenna. Natalie with the ball, over to Lydia. Lydia gets across half court. She is tied up, and that's a jump ball. It is still Wildcat ball. Ball in play to Natalie. Now Lydia has it. Over to Lauren, back to Lydia. And Natalie puts up a three-pointer, long rebound, and goes out of bounds. That is off of Fort Wayne. It's still Wildcat ball.
Ashley disappeared.
I'm not going to find it for you.
She's probably in the bathroom.
Lydia with the ball into Kenna, back to Lydia. Over to Natalie. Natalie looking for an opening, tries to get that into Lauren. It's swatted from behind and stolen by the Hawks. Shot is up, rebounded by Lauren, outlet to Lydia. She is in advance of the defense, but there are 3 defenders there. She draws the foul. That is on number 31. Which I believe is her second. Only one right now. Probably only one today. I didn't bring tons of those. Lydia with 2 free throws coming. Score is 17-11. Hawks are in front. That free throw no good for Lydia. She's got 1 more to come. And that free throw is good. Score now 17-12. Wildcats down 5. That is a 2-pointer. Actually, it's a 0-pointer. And Lauren with the rebound. Natalie down the floor, advances over to Lydia. Ball stolen. And the Hawks headed back the other way. Shot is up, no good, bounced around. Let's see who that is called. It is off of Lauren and Hawks ball. Shot up for the Hawks. That one is no good, and Lydia knocks that out of bounds, trying to get that rebound. Minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Shot is up, that is good from 2 for the Hawks. Score is now 12-19. This is the Hawks' largest lead, now at 7. Natalie to Lauren, over to Ainsley. Ainsley's basket is up, no good. Ainsley with the rebound, kicks it out to Natalie. Natalie's 3-pointer on its way, too strong, rebounded by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne coming across half court. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Ainsley. And Ainsley, ball is stolen. And Ainsley commits the foul. That is her third. Approaching the halfway point in the third quarter. Hawks looking to get it in play. And at the block, that shot is up and good. Hawks now with a 9-point lead. Wildcats struggling to get anything going on offense here in this quarter. Over to Natalie. Natalie to Lauren. Lauren to Ainsley. Ainsley turns, puts the shot up. No good, rebounded by the Hawks. Ball poked loose, stolen by Lydia. She manages to get it to Natalie, and a foul called on the Hawks. That's on number 4. Naomi comes back into the game for Ainsley, who will take a seat with those 3 fouls. Natalie across half court. And she drives, puts the shot up. It's too high and rebounded by Fort Wayne. And that's a double dribble by the Hawks. Wildcats will get another opportunity. .2:23 to go in the third. Score is 21-12. Hawks in front of the Wildcats. Natalie with the ball just inside half court. Over to the right side, or left side. Sides are so confusing. Now Natalie putting up a 3-pointer. That one is short, rebounded by the Hawks. 3-pointer on its way for the Hawks. That's too strong. Rebounded on the weak side by Fort Wayne. Ball jarred loose. Hawks hang on to it. Shot is up. That is short. Rebounded by Lydia. Lydia on the sideline, gets it over to Natalie. Nice decision by Lydia, protecting the ball. And a 3-second call on the Wildcats. Gives the ball back to Fort Wayne. Driving in, shot is up, no good. Lauren with the rebound. Out to Naomi. Naomi tries to find Lydia, but the timing was a little off. Follow on another shot opportunity for the Hawks is good, and they now lead 23-21, or 23-12. Boy, I wish it was 23-21. But it is 23-12. And that is a little give and go. Shot on its way for Naomi, and Naomi with 5 points in this game, and Wildcats only with 14. So Naomi with a huge contribution. Very close to an over and back. Hawks just barely cling to that ball. We are down to 12 seconds. Turnover for the Hawks. It's Wildcats ball with 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball in play. Natalie has it. Crossing. Natalie tries to dump it into Kenna. Ball bounced around. Kenna with it over to Naomi. Naomi puts a shot up just at the buzzer, but it was no good. A little rushed. And it is 23-14 heading into the fourth. Wildcats only managed 3 points in that quarter, and the Hawks, already with a lead, managed to put in another 8. So Wildcats just really setting themselves up for a massive and epic comeback in quarter 4. Sponsors today include Franklin Muffler Brakes and More, your hometown car care center at 99 Morton Street in Franklin. And Eric C. Bonnet, attorney at law. If you have Social Security disability needs, civil or criminal appeals, see Mr. Bonnet today. Go to bonnetlaw.com or call 317-750-8503. That is BOHNET law.com. And Plainfield Family Chiropractic. We can drastically improve your quality of life. Chiropractic care is effective in relieving pain and injuries and in maintaining overall health and physical well-being. Make an appointment at plainfieldfamilychiropractic.com today.
Aaron slid off the road.
Aaron did?
Yeah, he got back on it. Without hope. And he's like,
So the other semifinal is pretty lopsided. 30-4, the Lions leading the Noble Whitley Warriors. It says it's the 5th quarter, so I know that's wrong. I don't know what quarter it is. I think it's halftime, but it does seem like the Lions are going to advance to the final tomorrow to meet the winner of this game. Fort Wayne Hawks in the advantageous position right now, but Wildcats with time to come back still in this one if they can get some offense going. That shot short for the Hawks and basket good on the follow. Back to that 11-point lead, 25-14. Fort Wayne in front. Natalie drives past the trap at half court. Now drives over, kicks it to Ainsley, and it's a foul on 45. Kenna will look to get it in play. And she, let's see, it went out of bounds. And I guess that was off the Hawks where we really could not see from here, but thankfully the referee is much closer, not trying to make the calls from half court. Natalie with the ball over to Kenna. Kenna drives on the baseline, puts it up, and can't quite get the basket. Lauren with the follow, also short. Lauren with another rebound, and she is putting the shot up. Actually, we'll call that a pass to Ainsley for the basket. Hawks down the floor, and Kenna knocks it away. Hawks still with the ball. 5 minutes to play in the game. Shot on its way from 3 that is no good, and the Hawks with an offensive rebound. Natalie, I think, is going to get called for her second foul right there. Baseline inbounds coming for the Hawks, and it is in play. Oh, and Lydia pokes it loose. She's on the run down the floor. Tries to get over to Natalie. It's knocked out of bounds by the Hawks. So it is still Wildcat ball. Kenna with a baseline inbounds play coming. Ball in. Oh, and Kenna. That ball went off of. Our girl touched it again. That ball bounced off of Lauren right back to Kenna as she was trying to come into the court of play. So that's Hawks ball, and they score at the other end. So it is back to an 11-point lead. Wildcats have been able to score a couple times. Well, maybe just one time in this quarter. But so far not making any inroads into this deficit. Hawks steal that ball under the basket and are headed back their direction. Timeout called by the Hawks with 4:17 to go in the game and still an 11-point gap between the Wildcats and tying this one up. Sponsors today, AIS. Here at AIS, we help businesses manage their IT needs. Take command of your technology by calling us for help. 317-751-4332. And Thrivent Financial are proud financial advisors of the Indy Wildcats. Start your investment journey in 3 easy steps. Find out more by emailing donnie.vick@thrivent.com or call 703-343-6586. So Wildcats down 11 with 4:17 to go in the game. The JV girls game was scheduled to start at 8:45 tonight, and there are obviously some games in between this one and that one. And all the games at this 5 o'clock time were delayed. So that game may be delayed as well. So if you look on here at 8:45 and don't see us live, just check back and maybe we'll be able to get an updated game time on social media, but I'm guessing that it is going to be somewhat dependent on players arriving for those games also. So just TBD on that game time, but it's going to be late. Brace yourself. And a foul called, I believe, on Kenna. That is her second or third, one of those two things. Fort Wayne looking to get it in play from the baseline, and Kenna got her hands on it, but Fort Wayne able to get it back. And a steal there by the Wildcats, but the Hawks steal it right back. Under 4 minutes now. 2-point shot is up, no good. Bounced around, Ainsley trying to get it. She does a nice job of at least preventing that basket, and then an over the back call on Fort Wayne gives the ball to the Wildcats. Lots of scrapping on that possession, but no change to our stats except fewer seconds on the clock. Naomi Naomi. It's my own daughter. That was Natalie. And Kenna saves it into play. Lauren on the floor trying to get that ball. It's a jump ball. And that is Wildcat ball. So good hustle by Kenna and Lauren, saving that possession. Kenna now with a baseline inbounds. Okay, great to get something out of it. Lauren with the ball over to Natalie. Natalie puts up the 3 and hits. All that effort by Kenna and Lauren. Great job. Got those 3 points. So the score now is 27-19. Wildcats still down 8, but 8 is better than 11. If you're going to have an epic comeback, it has to start with a made basket. So happy to have that one. And now next step is to try to get a stop at the other end of the floor out of this timeout. Hawks trying to get the ball in play, and they do. Full court press on, and Lydia very close to trying to get the steal, but she did make some physical contact there. Gets called for the foul. But you can't take any of those fouls with you, so at some point it's worth it to try to make those plays. Shot is up. That one is off the mark, rebounded by Ainsley. She is on the run down the floor. We'll have to slow it down. Gets it across to Natalie. Now Natalie with the ball. We are halfway through the third quarter. To Ainsley at the elbow. She brings it back out. Gets it to Kenna. Kenna drives inside. Puts a shot up and scores! And it's now a 6-point margin. And a hard foul by Natalie as she went very aggressively for that block. It is definitely 2 free throws coming, but Natalie really not wanting to just give up a wide open layup. 2:36 to go in the game. First free throw is good.
I'm glad you guys can make it.
No, we made it alive.
Second free throw good as well. So score now 27, or sorry, it was 27. It's now 29-21. Lydia with the ball. Hawks are pressing. Lydia gets past it. Now Natalie with the ball. Over to Kenna. Back to Natalie. Over to Lydia. Lydia puts up the three. Off the mark. Kenna getting in there. She does tie it up. It is Hawks' ball, but they do flip that arrow. So definitely not a wasted effort by Kenna. And Lauren almost comes up with the steal down the floor. And some aggressive defense by Ainsley. Ball knocked around, and Lydia comes up with the steal, or the rebound. Lydia across half court quickly. Out to Natalie. Natalie puts up a three and hits! And it's now a 5-point game. Things are tightening up here in a hurry. It is 1:45 to go. Natalie knocks that out of bounds. 29-24, 1:44 to play in the game. Hawks have been in the lead the entire time except for when it was tied at 0 and tied at 4. But Wildcats are not ready to give up, and Hawks manage to scramble and get across the floor, and Lydia gets called for another foul. So close to a steal on that. We'll see how many fouls we've had in this quarter, and that is the 5th foul. So it is shooting for the Hawks. Number 15 at the line, and that's either the 3rd or the 4th foul on Lydia. I'm not sure. But like I said before, there's only 1:35 left in the game, and trying to make a play, it's hard to argue with that. That first free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. Score now 30-24. 6-point deficit for the Wildcats. A minute and a half to go. Across to Kenna. She wasn't quite ready for that pass, but there was space for her to get it. So it's a Wildcat timeout. 1:31 remaining. You guys made it, and we're in so much time to relax and catch your breath. Great shape.
Not yet. Your math is terrible. Yeah.
High school with
It is Wildcat ball coming out of the timeout. Natalie moves into the backcourt where she will receive the inbounds. Outside the three-point line, dumping it down to Lauren. Lauren's shot is blocked. Ball bounced around. It is rebounded by the Hawks. And they get it across half court. 1:10 to go. And Lydia knocks that loose. It is out of bounds, still with Fort Wayne. Ball in, and Fort Wayne just barely got it. Shot is up and good for Fort Wayne. So that stretches their lead back to 8. with 52 seconds to play. Natalie across half court. She drives, pulls out, and tries to get that to Lauren, but it is kicked out of bounds by Fort Wayne. 42 seconds to play. Ball in, Natalie with it. And that ball, that pass attempt, jarred loose by Fort Wayne, and they come up with a steal. Across half court, 30 seconds to play. And a trap by the Wildcats comes up with the ball. Now Lydia with it, outside the three-point line. We are down to 20 seconds to go. Shot is up, no good, rebounded by Ainsley. And a foul called. I think this will be a baseline inbounds play. It definitely was on the floor, so it is dependent on if the Hawks have 5 fouls. They do not, so Kenna will inbound. 16 seconds to go, 8-point deficit for the Wildcats. Natalie kicks it under to Lauren. Lauren back out to Lydia. Lydia steps in. We are really running out of time. Shot up by Lauren is short, and now just 5 seconds. 1 second, and that's the final. So the final score is 32-24. Valiant effort by the Wildcats, cutting that deficit down to 5, but just could not get any closer than that down the stretch. And we'll come away with a nice Final Four finish in the state tournament, and epic comeback saved for another game. Thanks for joining us for this one. Like I mentioned earlier, the JV girls are scheduled to play at 8:45, but I am 100% sure that that game will be delayed. So TBD on game time. You can just check back here whenever, from time to time, and see if we are live yet. But the weather is definitely delaying everyone in getting here, and tournament organizers don't want to rush anybody, stress anybody. We're just taking our time. Games will get played. Thanks for joining us for this one. Have a great evening.